other thing is, I really want people to understand this part. To death did us part. Please understand that. Please do. Because some narratives will not include that in that situation. And I thank God that he gave us that. And like with me and my son, I'm doing everything I can to make sure he's good. See, we have a whole nother village, you know what I mean, that was always there for us. A whole nother village. And that village came and embraced us and helped us on many levels. When we found out about Traci having cancer December the 15th, 2020, at Georgetown Hospital, we had went through some stuff. Prior to that, we was in California, as they brought up. We was out there taping. Traci talked about she couldn't swallow. I immediately called the doctor. Thank God our doctor was always there for us. Thank you, Dr. C. And we set it up. By the time I got back first, she got back, and we was in there, and they took care of us. And, worked it from there. I mean, I think I was in the rain at Fort Washington Hospital with Toni for about an hour while they did the procedure, because at that time everybody couldn't come into the hospital. So I sat out in the car in pouring down rain, waiting for that, and the doctor called me, and I was able to pull up to the front and go inside, and he explained everything to me, and then we went to Georgetown Hospital, and from there, Traci didn't want to call anybody, and I made the calls, because I told her that the family had to know, because she needed that support. So that's how the ball started rolling in December. And I knew the holidays was coming around. And it's all good, you know what I mean? Because I feel like my wife got the healing that she needed to go through what she went through. And the sacrifice to go with that is everything. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and there's still more to give. I never lived in Baltimore, baby girl. I live in, we've always lived in the DMV, DC area. But I thank God we had like so many levels of like family. I use my Masonic family, I use my MC family, I use just our regular social existence family. Like I see Miss Bland on here, I see Fawn, I see people on here that was always there on a regular, picking up the phone, saying, "What's up, y'all good?" On just a regular level. So right now, and I still have that. I still have it, and I'm thankful. I'm very thankful to still have that existence. That's what keeps me, because I got to be strong for my son, because he's going through so much.
Everybody is talking about the Braxton family again, and this time, the situation feels heavier than usual. The internet is buzzing after Traci Braxton's husband, Kevin Surratt, started speaking out and hinting that the public may not know the full truth about what really went on inside that famous family. What shocked people the most was the way his words seemed to shake the entire Braxton circle. Fans who once admired the sisters for their strong bond are now wondering if something darker has been hidden for years. For a long time, people believed the Braxtons were just like any other family that argued, made up, and kept moving forward. Their reality shows showed laughter, tears, and sisterhood. But now, many viewers are asking a serious question. Was everything we saw on television only part of the story? What made this situation explode online was Kevin's sudden honesty. When he started speaking during a live video and later interviews, his tone carried pain, frustration, and years of bottled-up emotions. He didn't scream or attack anyone directly, but he said enough to make fans pause and listen carefully. And that is when the whispers began spreading across social media.
The other thing is, I really want people to understand this part. To death did us part. Please understand that. Please do. Because some narratives will not include that in that situation. And I thank God that he gave us that. And like with me and my son, I'm doing everything I can to make sure he's good. See, we have a whole nother village. you know what I mean, that was always there for us. Whole nother village. And that village came and embraced us and helped us on many levels. When we found out about Traci having cancer December the 15th, 2020 at Georgetown Hospital, we had went through some stuff. Prior to that, we was in California. As they brought up, we was out there taping. Traci talked about she couldn't swallow. I immediately called the doctor. Thank God our doctor was always there for us. Thank you, Dr. C. And we set it up. By the time I got back first, she got back, and we was in there, and they took care of us. And, you know, worked it from there. I mean, I think I was in the rain at Fort Washington Hospital with Toni for about an hour while they did the procedure, because at that time, everybody couldn't come into the hospital. So I sat out in the car, in pouring down rain, waited for that, and the doctor called me, and I was able to pull up to the front and go inside, and he explained everything to me, and then we went to Georgetown Hospital, and from there, Traci didn't want to call anybody, and I made the calls, because I told her that the family had to know, because she needed that support. So that's how the ball started rolling in December, and I knew the holidays was coming around, and it's all good. You know what I mean? Because I feel like my wife got the healing that she needed to go through what she went through. And the sacrifice to go with that is everything. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and there's still more to give. I never lived in Baltimore, baby girl. I live in, we've always lived in the DMV, DC area. But I thank God we had like so many levels of like family, you know. I use my Masonic family, I use my MC family, I use just our regular social existence family. Like I see Miss Bland on here, I see Fawn, I see people on here that was always there on a regular, picking up the phone, saying, "What's up, y'all good?" On just a regular level. So right now, and I still have that. I still have it, and I'm thankful. I'm very thankful to still have that existence. That's what keeps me, because I got to be strong for my son, because he's going through so much.
Some people believe Kevin is finally telling the truth about the struggles Traci faced inside her own family. Others think his words could reopen old wounds that never fully healed after Traci passed away. Either way, one thing is clear. The peaceful image people once had of the Braxton family is now being questioned, and the story behind it is far more complicated than anyone expected. To truly understand why this moment feels so intense, we have to look back at the history of the Braxton family. Long before reality television cameras followed their lives, the sisters were known for their powerful voices and deep love for music. They grew up in a strict household where faith, discipline, and talent shaped their path. Their mother, Evelyn Braxton, pushed her daughters to chase their dreams. Music became their shared language, and together they formed a group that introduced them to the entertainment industry. Over time, each sister developed her own personality and career. The most famous among them became Toni Braxton, whose voice and songs turned her into a global star. Her success opened doors for the rest of the family, but it also brought pressure that many viewers never fully understood. When their reality show, Braxton Family Values, began airing, fans were excited to see what the sisters were like behind the scenes. The show quickly became popular because it mixed humor with real family arguments. Viewers watched the sisters tease each other, argue about money, relationships, and business deals, and then come together again. Among all the sisters, Traci Braxton often stood out in a different way. She wasn't always the loudest or the most dramatic, but people loved her honesty. She spoke from the heart and often acted as the peacekeeper during tense moments. Traci had a warm personality that made fans feel like she was someone they could relate to. She laughed easily, supported her sisters, and never pretended to be perfect. But behind that smile, there were times when she felt overlooked. Some longtime viewers noticed that Traci occasionally seemed like the outsider in the group. There were moments when she said she felt left out of opportunities or family decisions. While those scenes were sometimes played for laughs, they hinted at deeper feelings. Still, one person who always stood firmly beside her was her husband, Kevin Surratt. Their love story was not simple, but it was strong. They met when they were young and built a life together through many ups and downs. Their relationship faced criticism at times. Some family members and fans questioned Kevin's past mistakes, but Traci continued standing by him. Over the years, they worked through their problems and stayed committed to each other. By the time the world watched their lives on television, Kevin and Traci had already spent decades together. They raised a son, supported each other through career changes, and survived the kind of challenges that break many couples apart. That is why when Traci became sick, the situation broke many hearts. Her illness was kept private for a long time. The family respected her decision to handle the situation quietly, away from the constant attention of the public. But people began noticing physical changes. Traci appeared thinner in photos, and fans grew concerned. Some worried comments appeared online, but unfortunately, many cruel remarks showed up as well. Social media can be harsh, and Traci eventually limited comments on her pages because the negativity became overwhelming. Then, in March of 2022, the sad news arrived. Traci Braxton had passed away after her battle with cancer. The loss shook the entire family. Her sisters cried openly about missing her. Her mother struggled with the pain of losing one of her daughters. Fans across the world shared messages about how much they loved Traci's spirit. For Kevin, the grief was something deeper than words could explain. After more than 30 years together, losing Traci felt like losing half of his life. For a while, things were quiet. The family mourned privately while fans continued remembering Traci through old clips, music, and interviews. But eventually, the Braxtons returned to television with a new series focusing on their lives after the loss. The show promised to explore how the sisters were coping with grief and rebuilding their bond. At first, viewers supported the idea. Many believed it could be a touching tribute to Traci's memory. But as episodes started airing, people noticed something surprising. Kevin Surratt was not part of the show. Fans immediately started asking why. After all, he had been Traci's husband and partner for decades. People assumed he would be included in conversations about her life and legacy. Instead, he remained absent from the project. At first, some viewers thought maybe Kevin simply chose not to participate, but the story took a different turn when he finally spoke publicly. During a live video on social media, Kevin shared thoughts that made many people stop and listen carefully. He spoke calmly, but his words carried weight. He suggested that the public might not know everything about the relationships inside the Braxton family. While he avoided naming specific situations, he hinted that Traci sometimes felt unsupported by certain relatives. That single statement sent shockwaves through social media. Fans began debating what he meant. Was he talking about old arguments from the show, or was there something deeper that had never been shown on camera? Kevin didn't give every detail, but he made it clear that Traci had experienced pain that many people never fully understood. According to him, she sometimes felt like she had to fight harder than the others just to be heard. Those comments sparked intense reactions online. Some fans rushed to defend the Braxton sisters, saying family arguments happen everywhere and should not be judged by outsiders. Others sided with Kevin, believing that Traci may have been treated unfairly at times. But here's the twist that nobody expected. As the conversation continued, Kevin hinted that there were private issues involving money, opportunities, and respect that had affected Traci deeply over the years. He suggested that certain decisions within the family created distance between Traci and the others. The moment those words spread across the internet, the situation exploded. People began revisiting old episodes of the reality show, looking for clues. Clips resurfaced showing moments where Traci expressed frustration about feeling left behind in business deals or group projects. Suddenly, scenes that once seemed small looked very different to viewers. Fans started saying that maybe Traci had been trying to speak up all along, but her feelings were not taken seriously. The Braxton sisters eventually addressed some of the rumors, saying that grief and misunderstandings can make situations appear worse than they really are. They insisted that they loved Traci deeply and always supported her. Still, the tension between public perception and Kevin's statements continued growing. Many supporters felt that Kevin was simply protecting his wife's memory. They believed he wanted the world to know that Traci deserved more appreciation for her role in the family. Others worried that reopening these painful topics could hurt everyone involved. Through all of this, one thing became painfully clear. Losing Traci did not just leave an empty space in the family, it also brought unresolved emotions to the surface. When someone passes away, the memories left behind can feel heavier. People start remembering old disagreements, words that were never fully addressed, and moments they wish they could change. For the Braxtons, those emotions are now being discussed in front of millions of viewers. Kevin himself appears to be carrying a mixture of sorrow and determination. In his words, you can hear the love he still has for Traci and the pain of losing her. Sometimes grief makes people quiet. Other times it pushes them to speak truths they kept hidden before. Fans who watch his interviews often say the same thing. He looks like a man still searching for peace. At the same time, the Braxton sisters are facing their own heartbreak. Losing a sibling is something that never truly fades. No matter what disagreements may have existed, Traci was still their sister, their family, and part of their childhood memories. That is why this entire situation feels so emotional to people watching from the outside. It is not just celebrity drama, it's a story about love, grief, misunderstanding, and the complicated nature of family relationships. Sometimes families carry pain quietly for years. When something tragic happens, those feelings can finally come to the open. Right now, nobody knows exactly how the story between Kevin and the Braxtons will unfold. Maybe one day they will sit down together and talk through everything that has been said. Maybe time will help them heal in ways that the public cannot see. What everyone can agree on is that Traci's life left a strong mark on the people who loved her and the fans who followed her journey. She brought humor, honesty, and warmth to every room she entered. Even during difficult moments, she had a way of making people smile. And perhaps that is the most important part of this entire story. Behind the rumors, arguments, and headlines, there was a woman who loved her family deeply and tried to stay true to herself. Her memory continues to live on through her music, her son, her husband, and the moments fans still watch today. As the conversation continues online, people keep asking the same question. Was Kevin simply defending the woman he loved, or has he revealed a side of the Braxton family that the world never truly saw? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the story of Traci Braxton and the family she loved is far from forgotten, and the truth behind those relationships may still have chapters left to be told.